everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be swatching all of the new e.l.f. Srsly Satin lipsticks. Now these lipsticks I have been using in a few videos already, but it wouldn't be a video if I didn't buy 8 of them. What I like to do for these videos when I'm reviewing them is I like to wear a few shades beforehand. Sometimes I only get to wear one shade before I film, or I might get to wear a few shades before, just so I can test the formula and tell you a little bit about them before you rush in to buy them just on the shades. But without further ado, let's just get straight into this. So the first shade that is on my lips is actually this shade here called Cider. Now this shade is the one that I've been wearing constantly. It is like a brown, like a brownie red, like a brick colour. It's muted, it's lovely, and it is one of my favourite shades at the moment. That is the colour there. So again, they are very satin feeling. They're not as satin as the Barry M ones where they're super shiny, but you can eat with them and they'll fade a little bit. And they'll fade really nicely, which is what I love about these, is they don't fade completely where you get the line around your lip. They fade really nicely, so that is a big plus for them. But another huge plus is the fact that they're only £3. Like, that is unbelievable. Like, I cannot believe they are only £3. Like, that is why I had to buy a whole load of them. I didn't actually get them on offer, like a 3 for 2 or anything like that. I just bought a whole bunch of them because I've been looking at some shades online and I've been loving them, and then I saw them there and I just had to grab all of them. I think I left the lightest shade, so I think I left 3 shades and I've picked up 8, so I think there must be about 11 or 12 in the whole collection, but I picked out the ones that I would love the best, and I kept the ones. I'm actually upset that maybe I didn't pick up the first colour, which I think is called Cream or Creme, because it is a light nude that you could just put in the centre of your lips, but then I have loads of them, so maybe it's a good thing that I didn't pick it up. So this is the first one on my lips already. Again, it is called Cider, and my favourite shade out of all of them. You're probably going to hear me say, oh, I like this, but Cider is my favourite. So the next shade that I have applied to my lips is Nectar, and it is this shade here, which is more of like your peachier nude colour. Like, it has some pink undertones to it, but it is more of a peachy nude, and it just looks like this one here. It's a bit lighter than the last shade, than Cider, and this one is perfect for just lightening up the centre of your lips. I completely love this colour. This colour is a staple if you haven't got like a peachier nude. Like, it reminds me of, is it Pure Zen or Pure something by MAC? That is what this lipstick reminds me of, and there's like no smell to them whatsoever. They feel, I know everyone looks at the packaging and probably thinks it feels cheap. It kind of does, but not as cheap as I thought it would feel. Like, it is still, like, you know it's not going to break. Sometimes when you get these lipsticks you think this, like, this is going to fall out or this is going to snap. It's not that cheap, but it's not expensive. Like, it's quite a good, like, plastic for £3. So the next shade that I'm wearing is a lovely rosy pink shade called Taffy. Now this shade is amazing. Like, it's got some berry undertone to it, so like you could pull it off in the winter. Like, these shades are lovely with like that dark pink lip liner like Saw from MAC, or maybe even a bit of Whirl. If you wear them, this will really like make this look more autumnal, but then you can make it more spring and just wear it like this. This is a lovely colour, and it's not patchy or anything. It glides on so good. It's got this nice sheen to them as well, which is good, and it doesn't make my teeth look too yellow, because usually these shades can. They still look alright. So yeah, again, this shade is Taffy, and this shade just looks like this. So the next shade I have here is called Cocoa, and this shade is not as chocolatey as I thought it would be. I thought it would have a bit more deep, richer tones in there, but It is a lovely brown colour. It is not patchy at all. It was very easy to apply. Like, even though I'm not using a lip liner with these, like, I haven't lost my lip line. Like, it's not fading, they're not bleeding, which some cheap lipsticks usually bleed. Like, I have lines all around my lips, and a lot of the time lipsticks just bleed into them, but this did not bleed. It applied fine, there was no patchiness. I could keep going on and on and on, and again, it was applying nice. You can have like a thin layer, like a wash of colour, or you can really build the colour up, but it's just not as chocolatey as I'd hoped it would have been. But again, it is a very nice shade. So this is the next shade, called Pepper. Now this shade is more of your blue toned red, and I'm not mad at it. Like, I don't usually like blue tone reds, so we're getting more into the red colours. I've got 2 more reds there, and this is such a nice, like, blue toned red. Like, it usually makes your teeth look yellow, which it kind of is doing, to be fair, but not too yellow. And it was so easy to apply again without a lip liner, and I think it's because the edges are just so pointy, as you can see. And obviously after a few uses the edges are not going to be as pointy as they have been when you first buy the lipstick, but it is great to know, like, you can apply the lipstick so nicely without a lip liner. And yeah, I'm enjoying this shade and can't wait to try the next reds, because I know we're getting to a red that's more me. I'm not into blue tone reds as much, like, they're a bit too bright. I like that full burgundy red, or just like a reddish red. I'm not really a blue toned red person, but this is a nice lipstick if that's what you like, for £3. And I will use this, because even though I say I don't wear them as often, I still wear them. I'm not sure if I said the last one's shade. That was shade Pepper, which was that nice blue toned red. This shade, however, is called Raspberry. It's a very bright raspberry colour, a few bits of red undertones to it, but if you like your raspberry shades, this is going to look amazing on you. And I feel like this colour will look amazing on darker skin tones. Like, I love it on my skin tone. I feel like it really makes me look so much more tanned, which I love, because I love looking tanned. As you can tell, I've been sitting in the sun a little bit during this quarantine. This is a nice shade. Again, I haven't lost my lip line. It wasn't patchy at all. It was very, very easy to put on my lips. And for £3, this is a lovely, lovely shade. And do you know what? I'm hoping that e.l.f. bring out lip liners to match these lipsticks, because these are incredible. Now, one thing that I am loving about these lipsticks is the names really do correspond with the shades, so that makes it easier when you put it in your drawers. If you do put them that way up, okay, they are see-through, but because of the colour of the glass, sometimes it's really hard to see what kind of red this is, because I did buy a few of them. But if you do put them with the name and you see cherry, you know what shade you're going for. So this one is called Cherry, and it is a lovely cherry colour. So it doesn't look as, well, actually it does, but look at that. It is a proper, like, cherry red. I am sad that I didn't find like a red, like a proper, like, deep red, because that's what I was looking for. I think that's why I picked up so many. But this is a lovely colour, and I love the name. Again, I love the fact that the names are corresponding with the shades. It just makes it that much easier when picking a shade, especially if you buy a few of these in the collection. Then it's easier just to grab your favourite colour and whack it on and leave. These taking me like 10 seconds to apply. Because my lips are getting more drier, they're harder to move around and they're drying down a little bit, but they are actually a really nice satin formula. And let's swatch the last shade, which is a very dark shade. Well, it looks dark. Let's see how it comes out on the lips. And last but not least, we have the shade Sugar Plum. Now, I love how white this makes my teeth look, and you can actually get away with wearing this throughout summer, because it's not that deep like plummy shade that is very dark and wintry. This is a very, like, brighter Sugar Plum for me. It went on a little bit patchy, but I think that's more to do with my lips are a bit dry at the moment. I haven't put any, like, lip balm on since applying these lipsticks, so that probably is the reason why. But it is a lovely shade. It's this shade right here, and I must admit, I bought all 8 shades out of, I feel like 11, and I do really like this shade. It's not gonna beat my favorite shade, Side Art, because that is an amazing brick red color. Like, I love that shade. It is the brick reddy brown that I love to wear and really suits, and it's like that 90s color as well if you put a nice darker brown lip liner around it. But yeah, to sum up, I like the fact that the names correspond to the shades. For example, Sugar Plum, Cherry, all of that. It just makes it easier to grab. The satin is a really nice formula because it glides on amazing, and it just is a really nice, not too matte, not too like shiny formula. Whereas to be fair, I lean towards more of the shiny satin ones than matte. But it is a lovely, lovely formula. And number 3, the packaging. Even though it looks quite cheap, it isn't. It is gonna hold out in your makeup bag without smashing or smudging or melting or anything like that. It is going to hold out nicely in your makeup bag, I feel, because it is quite a nice thick plastic. Like, it's not too thin that if you drop it it's going to shatter. It's not one of those, so the packaging is not too bad. And number 4 is the price. They're £3. What more do you want for £3? For £3 are so worth it. You can buy a few shades, or you can buy one shade, or you don't have to buy them all. It's completely up to you. But I hope you found this video useful, and if you have any more questions about these lipsticks and their wear, please let me know in the comment section below. But I absolutely love this collection, and I couldn't say any more positives about it. I can't think of any cons because they weren't patchy. They glided on nicely. So yeah, if you've got any questions, please let me know, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye.